Yes, how are we doing? So, in today's video, we're going to cover, is there a catch with degree apprenticeships now? Yeah, I'm in a different environment today, which is why the background looks different. And I've got my laptop right now on like a spinny chair, so if you just see it spinning around during this video, just don't worry about that one for now. But is there a catch with degree apprenticeships? I saw someone asking this question, so let's sort of go over it because I think when you go on TikTok or Instagram, but probably TikTok, I think it's mainly on TikTok, the degree apprenticeships they sort of get, you could say glamorized, you could say everyone's talking about like the hype of degree apprenticeships, but is there a catch behind it? Is there like a because they seem too good to be true, right? When you sort of zoom out and think degree apprenticeships, let's think about this from like a objective third person perspective. You're getting paid like £25,000, sometimes 30,000, sometimes £35,000 as like an 18 or 19-year-old to work for one of the top companies in the UK and get a degree. It doesn't even make sense. It sounds too good to be true. So is there a catch? So let me just talk through this to some of you who are still sort of deciding about whether you want to do a degree apprenticeship or not. Maybe again, it's something where you think maybe there's a catch, maybe there's something going on here. Oh, where did that go? What's that? So just before we do get into that, one thing is, let me introduce myself. My name's Owen. I'm a degree apprentice, and here's a bunch, here's a bunch of people I've got into degree apprenticeships. Essentially, companies like JLR, Amazon, KPMG, Deutsche Bank. So yeah, that's me essentially. I help people get degree apprenticeships in the engineering, technology, and finance industry. So let's sort of zoom in here and think about what's the catches of a degree apprenticeship. And I'd say let's sort of start off with the first one. And I think sort of the first catch which you have to think about, sort of you think of it about a negative for a degree apprenticeship, is the length. Okay, so when you go to university, it's going to be 3 years probably, 3 years to get your bachelor's, and maybe if you do your masters, you do a fourth year, right? But usually it's going to be 3 years to get your bachelor's. Okay, now with a lot of these degree apprenticeships, they can actually be a bit longer. Okay, so I'm specifically focused on the engineering, technology, and finance industries here. They can be 4 years, they can be 5 years. Okay, so there are some which are also 3 years, but I think in general, a degree apprenticeship probably on average it averages about 4 years in length. So it's going to be basically slightly longer in terms of length. Which means when everyone's getting their degree after 3 years, you're going to be getting your degree after 4 years, essentially on average. Okay, so that's a bit of a disadvantage there with degree apprenticeships, but there is actually a positive from that, and I want to just show you it. So essentially I did a video, it must have been over the summer, which was like a financial analysis of degree apprenticeships. Feel free to go and check out the full video if you're interested. Let me see if I can find it for you now. University versus degree apprenticeships from a financial perspective. Okay, and basically I did this like financial analysis of should you go to university, should you go for a degree apprenticeship in terms of finance, and that takes into account sort of the length of the apprenticeship. So feel free to come and watch this video so you can sort of learn the whole thing. But let's come here, for example. So here, let's say you're doing a degree apprenticeship and it's 4 years and you're getting your salary after 4 years. Even if you were to go for 3 years and do your degree, you're still going to be earning more on average. Now, these figures here, as I explained in the video, these aren't like specific companies, this is what you're going to be earning. This is just sort of general averages and what you can expect. But essentially, although it is a longer degree apprenticeship, the degree apprenticeship is a longer program than if you go to university, you're still going to be earning more. And then another thing to sort of throw into that is, if you're going to university, you're probably not going to get a job the first year. Let's just be completely honest. You're going to struggle to get a graduate job. It's like the competition for graduate jobs is ridiculous. A lot of people get a job, finish their university. Sorry, they 6 months later they still haven't got a graduate job. So even if essentially a degree apprenticeship is 1 year longer than you want it to be, it's like you're probably not going to get to a job here anyway. So go and have a watch this video and just watch the full thing. You can go and search for it on my channel. But essentially it just explains that most people who go to university, it takes them 4 years anyway. So whether that's a gap year at the start, sort of like finding themselves abroad, going into railing or something, then they do their 3 years of university and then they don't find a job. It's like this is how far you've done. So this is sort of the picture you can take there. So that's the first thing there is really there. The length is going to be longer. That's a bit of the catch. But it's like you're going to be earning more, so it's like, what's your problem? What's the problem with that? So thinking about sort of another catch with degree apprenticeships, let's just think about like the social aspect, because this is something that people really think about when they're deciding between degree apprenticeships or university, and it's that social aspect. So 100%, that's going to be one of the disadvantages of a degree apprenticeship is you're not probably, and I'm saying probably because I'm sure someone could work it out, but you're probably not going to be able to go out and socialize every single weekday until 3 a.m., until 6 a.m. It's probably not possible. Like, I don't know how well you do with a cup of coffee, and maybe you'd make it all right. But most of the time, you're gonna have to be going to bed. It's a weekday. You've got work the next day. Like a Sunday night. You're gonna have to go to sleep. You've got work on Monday. Monday, like, do you know what I mean? Again, it depends on how much your sleep schedule is. Recently, I've been up until like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and waking up at like 5 or 6. Like, it is what it is. But in terms of socializing, you're not going to be out partying every single night, coming back at 7 a.m. and then going into work at 7:30. It's not going to happen. So that's sort of one of the disadvantages there, which you'll have to accept with a degree apprenticeship, is that it's not going to be possible to do a 7 day a week party thing. Okay, that's not going to be possible. But what is possible is your evenings and weekends, as long as you're sort of happy to sacrifice every single day. Which, what are you going to do? You're seriously telling me that you're going to be doing stuff until 7 a.m. throughout the whole night, every single day, every single week? No, you're not going to do it anyway. Like, it's going to be a Friday night, Saturday night thing anyway, which you have as a degree apprentice. So I think a lot of people worry about the degree apprenticeship, like the social aspects. Yeah, I'm not at university, I've got a job. It's like, yeah, you have a job Monday to Friday, but not Saturday to Sunday. So it's like your weekends are completely fine anyway. The thing a lot of degree apprentices do, and this is what I was doing a lot last year, is on the weekends we just go and visit people at university. Just like, do work on the Friday, hop on the train on the Friday, meet them down there on Friday night, and then spend the Friday, Saturday, and then come back sometime on the Sunday. Like, you can ask a lot of degree apprentices, that's the sort of thing they do. Just go visit your friends at university. If they're at university, go stay in their accommodation, go do something. Right, so there is a catch there essentially in terms of like the social. It's not going to be every single night, but it's like you probably wouldn't be doing it every night anyway. So that's sort of my thoughts on that one there anyway. So is there a catch with degree apprenticeships? I wanna cover another one now, and this is actually like getting into a degree apprenticeship. Okay. Because I think a lot of people, they hear about degree apprenticeship and it's a great package, right? You're getting your free degree, you're getting your salary, and people are like, yeah, 100% man, I want to go do a degree apprenticeship, right? But I don't think they process the work that's required, because everyone's starting to hear about it. Like, 6 years ago, barely anyone knew about degree apprenticeships, right? I think they only started in, I want to say 2017, like that's 2015, I don't know. It's some sort of time around there. That's when they started. Still very small back then. 6 years ago, not many people would have known about it, okay? You fast forward to sort of now, most people know about degree apprenticeships. Schools know about degree apprenticeships. Parents are finding out about degree apprenticeship. Parents are trying to get their sort of sons, daughters on a degree apprenticeship because they don't want to sort of fund their sons and daughters going to university. Like, I get it, right? More people are finding out about degree apprenticeships, which means they're super competitive. I've done some figures on it on the past. It's like degree apprenticeships for a lot of companies, it's top 3%, top 2%, top 1%. Those are the kind of people who are getting in, right? Much more difficult than university. So you need to be better first of all, but it's not even about just being better, because that's one aspect of it. It's just about the length of the application process. So the UCAS personal statement, in at the end of the day, it's not actually that long. Like, you might be procrastinating it for ages, but at the end of the day, with the personal statement, just turn your phone off for 3 hours and sit in a room, and your personal statement will be drafted. Okay, it's just turn your phone off for a second. It's not difficult. Go and do your personal statement. A lot of people procrastinate it, but it's not that deep, right? In contrast, the degree apprenticeship application process, that is much, much longer. That's a lot of work. Like CV, cover letter, you got to craft those, send it off, boom, okay, we've got an online assessment, got to do the online assessment. Video interview, okay, video interview, now it's an assessment centre, after the assessment centre, and in the assessment centre, there's an interview, there's a group exercise, and there's a presentation which I need to prepare for like 2 weeks in advance, right? And I have to do that for every single company that I want to apply to. And I'm probably applying to 10 or 15 companies anyway because it's so competitive. Like, there's so much work to do. And because it's so competitive, you actually need to put the work in to get them. Because it's like, if you're not doing interview practice, someone else is, and they're probably going to get the role. So I think that's another catch. People hear about degree apprenticeship and they're like, "Yep, I want to do a degree apprenticeship," and they think maybe just saying they want to do a degree apprenticeship is going to get them into a degree apprenticeship. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Okay, university, it's a bit easier. You just apply to university, boom, out of 1 of your 5, you're probably going to get something, right? Probably. Degree apprenticeship, it's more difficult. So I'd say that's probably the third catch there. So I think those are the 3 main ones I can think of right now. So I think I'll leave this video here for now. Those are 3 ones. Maybe I'll make like a part 2 about this if you guys enjoyed this video. So leave a couple of comments below. What do you think? What do you think of these 3 points here? Is the length of a degree apprenticeship? Do you care about that? Does the social aspect, do you care about that? And like the application process, is that something that you're looking forward to or not? Just leave some comments down below. If I've missed any, you think like there's something else I haven't mentioned, go put it in the comments below, and maybe I'll make a part 2 on this video. So yeah, really appreciate you watching the video. So hope it's given you some value and some sort of clarity on degree apprenticeships versus university and all that sort of thing. And if you do want my one-to-one help with helping you get into a degree apprenticeship, just go click the link in the description. We can jump on a one-on-one call with me, and I'll see how I could help you essentially. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.